Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Soul from death. God, please, Lord, help me to release this demon. Thank you, Lord, the most merciful, almighty.
Yeah, to say the least, that's why this stream took so long. I had to do it. You all know I had to do it. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. Yeah, like essentially I had to like go battle a Balrog in Helm's Deep. And that fucker destroyed like just the internal side of me. But enough about TMI. Let's get to what you all actually came here for, which is the Dungeon Defenders Going Rogue stream. Am I right? Everybody came here to watch me play lovely little cringe roguelike. Everybody wanted to be a part of that. Everyone wanted to be a part of that. Everyone, their grandma, their mom, everyone wanted to be a part of this. Like, I was genuinely having trouble. Like, wow. When you get older, eat oatmeal. I really don't know, like, what to say to give people good advice on their digestive health, but allow me allow me to be the fable with which you will make better life decisions on your eating habits. Before that, I actually wanted to showcase one particular song that I really, really liked from Stank Fox's new Gashapon album. I'll be linking to that album in the chat right now. And it's a lovely little album. I think everybody will enjoy, I think, Ricky's music. Go to that Bandcamp, pay whatever you want. Patronize Stank Fox for their wonderful beats. And let me give you a little tasty lick. This is Astro 2. This was personally one of my favorites in that album. Oh yeah. Yeah. Watching the Sharpwing and Pal stream, folks. Oh yeah. Here it comes. Feel it. Feel it with me, chat. That was Astro 2 from Gashapon, Stank Fox's newest album on Bandcamp. Please go and support the album. Go and get all those tasty licks. And guess what? You, as long as you credit Stank Fox, can actually use these songs in your stream as well. It's right there. Stank Fox has a little rights disclaimer. These tracks are safe for stream and video use and may be used by streamers, video creators, animators, etc. in the description of the album, folks. All for you. I hope everyone enjoyed that tasty little lick. That was Astro 2 from like an album of over 20 songs. So good. Go check it out today. And without further ado, we are going to get to the game. Yes. What you all waited for. So right now, I'm going to play... oops. I'm going to play it solo for right now. Going Rogue is the newest Roguelite version. All we have right now is Squire. And I'm okay with that because Squire is my main man. As you see, he has like skill trees and stuff. Like, I'm really interested to see where this game goes. Because I'm used to Dungeon Defenders being a tower defense. And Chromatic made a roguelite for the Dungeon Defenders universe. Okay. So that cone is the proximity of my swings, I suppose. All right. This is pretty interesting. So, like, Dungeon Defenders is usually in a third-person mode. But it definitely looks like this is going to have a totally different feel. Okay, I should probably make a disclaimer. Sharpwing and Pals is not necessarily the political chat. I have made an effort to basically separate our conversations. If you want to have those kinds of conversations, the Sharpmania YouTube channel is for you. And everybody should go and, like, you know, support and watch the Sharpcast. Sharpcast is fun and good. And the forces of evil frown when you watch this show. So, that's for you. Compliments from me. Go sub. Go be a part of Sharpmania. I definitely, like, need to make some chat rolls. So I'm going to start a Q&A. What is your favorite video game genre? That's the question, folks. That's the question. What is your favorite video game genre? Like, is it roguelite? Is it tower defense? Is it battle royale? Is it first-person shooter? Is it third-person shooter? Is it open world? Is it massive multiplayer online? Well, Silent, I have to be talking as though people will join the stream. I'm aware it's just you and me. But I'm trying to make an effort to be more engaging with a chat. Because it's like, you know, kind of the point of streaming is, you know, you're having a conversation, you're hanging, you're chilling with your chat. So, you know, it's good to have those little things that, like, engage people. Okay. So they've like nerfed down the enemies so that I can actually damage them. That's the sprint. So I guess 1 is one of my abilities. Alright, what do we got? Oh, I see! So this is the roguelike element. Okay. Okay, I'll bite. I get towers as a benefit. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that defense up. I'll take that defense rate up. And I will take that cannonball tower. Alright. Alright, I kind of like this. Doo-doo. Okay, now we're doing poison damage. Alright. Oh. Damn. I gotta be careful about the core. At least as of right now, each round it regenerates. My attack power goes up and my shielded goes up. Alright. So these are the weapons I have equipped. Okay. Update your GPU? Yeah, no problem, man. I believe in you like you believe in me. And we should believe in each other. So we've got some things under the works with Sharp House, which is essentially what I codename call my team behind the scenes. And one big thing we have going for ourselves is like some nice D&D content coming out of the woodworks. We're going to have like a nice little sub-segment in the Sharpcast where we talk about our D&D campaign because unlike, you know, other people, you've seen Fool's Gold, you've seen things like Critical Role and stuff like that. You know, maybe you want something different. Something fresh. So this ain't too bad for a roguelike. It's interesting to have the towers as power-ups. Though it'd be nice if they aggroed to the towers. Yeah, like that. Okay, so here I've gone ahead and been allowed to upgrade a bunch. So I can replace my harpoon tower. Okay. Ooh, okay. Let's do the hero multiplier. The Death Guard Bastion. Alright. Runic Harvard. Sure. The Poisoned Defense Rune. So, I've not seen a lot of what's going on with this roguelite. I've literally just dived into the roguelite element. But I'm assuming... Okay. Okay, so instead of having a hub, this is like our in-between world. This is like our little... marketplace, is it? Okay, so when I, alright. I don't have anything I want to sell quite yet. This, tavern is in between time and space before I go to the next stage, I guess. Okay, and then I'm just immediately diving into the next stage. So this is how they've essentially made it feel like Binding of Isaac or Risk of Rain 2 or Cult of Lamb. But it's got that Dungeon Defenders twist to it. Like, I don't hate it, but I always felt like the game combat system had a lot to be desired. Like, you don't have, like, fancy moves or anything in Dungeon Defenders. You just swing, 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 swing. Now I can throw my shield, so my shield's a weapon. So, like, my sword and shield are both weapons in this. And then I've got, like, my rage boost. I've got a dash if I need it. And my cooldown abilities are towers. So I guess this is pretty interesting. Though I can already see, yeah, this game definitely needs some polish. So there's, like... I guess that's my ultimate, honestly. Just like that spin slash. That almighty crowd control. As I was saying, we're working on a project called Count's Curiosity, which is a D&D campaign that me, Viral, and the others have been doing for about 2 years now. And, okay, that whole attack missed. That's what I'm talking about. So the chest provides little defense runes, I guess, that up your ante. Up my arsenal. Yeah, you should play Risk of Rain 2 more. They recently came out with the Survivors of the Void DLC. It's an expansion, actually. And it adds corrupted items, which are, like, really, really good in Risk of Rain 2. We have, like, a lot of plans and stuff for future content. Ricky's even talking to some of our friends right now behind the scenes. And we're definitely, like, garnering more communication with each other. Improving on some things behind the scenes that definitely needed worked on, I will say. But it's all looking good and positive. And, like, people definitely don't want to miss what we're doing. On this channel in particular, you will see a lot more gameplay content. I might even go back to uploaded format stuff with, you know, essentially games like me and the guys from the original Sharp's House team do, like Gary's mod, and in particular, Warhammer 40k Dark Tide's coming out. Which is made by the people that made Vermintide. We're pretty excited to be playing that one. That's coming out, I believe, November the 30th. So a little after Thanksgiving, that game will be coming out. I definitely plan to be touching more Sonic Frontiers. I thought Sonic Frontiers was great of the one stream I did. A lot of you guys seem to like the Sonic Frontiers stream, so I'm definitely going to be doing more of that. The Crusader shield does not have more attack power, though. Oops. One thing I'm really excited to do, though, is having, like, a podcast based off of D&D campaigns we had, and we just sit down and we chillax and we talk about it. For old fans of the Sharpwing and Pals channel, you might have noticed that certain videos have gone missing. This is because of, kind of branding reasons, I suppose. I had, like, a lot of nonce content that wasn't really going anywhere on this channel, and I've decided to zero in and focus on gaming and streaming and entertaining you guys that way. But I'm no longer in contact with, like, really, really old people of the channel, like KG Boom. If it warrants it, I might get back in contact with old Xbox 360 buddies of mine, like Chaos Graffiti. But only if the opportunity should arise to do so. Sorry, I'm hyper-focused right now. Multitasking has always been one of my weaknesses when it comes to streaming, but also solo streaming. And just maintaining that connection that you guys really, really want. My attention span definitely has issues. But there was an old video that I really, really liked that, like, me, Wade, and a friend did. Called the KG Freeman podcast. It was like a one-off thing where KG Boom played as Morgan Freeman and told a really weird story. I plan on getting with Renkun and recreating that with Avalanche, aka Wade. I think I'm just gonna like one big problem is Wade has been on this channel for a long, long time, but he would constantly change his username. He was like, I am careless. Then he was Destroyer. Then he was Wolf Lord. Then he was Oni-chan for the longest time. And then he, like, changed his name to Lucius. And now he's Avalanche, and he's stayed Avalanche ever since. So I've just, like, resorted to calling him his actual name, which is Wade. Because I can't keep up with all those username changes, honestly. I think definitely the biggest thing for me, though, is definitely all the different stuff I want to do. Like, for one, I think content-wise, I actually do want to go back to like telling stories and doing like improvised stuff and roleplay streams like the Barotrauma streams. And Barotrauma actually did really, really well. If I go into my channel analytics, that was like one of the top search terms for like latest interaction with this channel was Barotrauma. So the Barotrauma roleplays might be worth pursuing. One thing that was actually proposed was the idea of me, Duke, Ricky, and some people going on GTA 5 5M, which is the Grand Theft Auto modding application that is largely used for roleplay streams. You guys might know of those roleplay streams through people like Djibouti Dubs, Barack Dubs. There's a person named Tyler on Twitch. One of my personal favorite YouTubers, JMW Films, does like GTA roleplays. Those look so fun. And like I have all these ideas brewing in my head, and there's one thing I've always loved. It has to be storytelling, roleplay, and just general interaction between characters and friends. To me, that is like super, super important bonding time. One thing we're definitely changing up about Sharp's House and Team Midnight, which is essentially the unofficial name of the Midnight Media team, is we have been interacting in person like a bunch more. Like we've been in private conversations with one another, bouncing ideas off of one another. If you guys have gone over to Midnight Realm VA, that's Renkun's channel. I'm working on a lot of the Pretty Cure dubs and stuff with him. I don't want to give away too much, as we've had quite a bit under the works, and I have actually been a co-writer on the Happiness Charge project, which Ren has had a really interesting idea when it comes to gaining people's attention and stuff like that. He uses a combination of like uploaded video format and shorts, and I think it's genius. And the channel is like more geared towards voice acting stuff, as Ren has recently dived into other areas like Super Sentai and junk like that, and he seems to be pretty happy with it. So all in all, we're doing pretty well. Like, I mean, we're happy. We're, I guess to, like, get some tea out there, we're happier than we've been with what we're doing in a long time. Now, the analog horror reacts and stuff aren't going anywhere for people coming from the Midnight Media community, Discord. That one is undergoing a serious overhaul. Not only are we enacting, like, changes like cutting down on the chats and making this thing more versatile and interactive with people. We are also kind of wanting to change the overall outward vibe and like just the feelings that we give off towards our audience. Hello, Space Soldier. Welcome to Sharpwing and Pals. I am playing Dungeon Defenders Going Rogue and talking about a bunch of other projects and stuff I have been in and done with friends while playing this, honestly. So, to take a break from that, though, talking a little bit about this game, this feels exactly like Dungeon Defender's combat system. If I were to be blunt, I'm not sure this combat system translates very well to a roguelike, because I always felt the combat system in this game was more suited towards tower defense, which is what Dungeon Defenders is. You know, quick, snappy, non-variety-based combat. I mean, I guess at least the core health is a little more forgiving. The core doesn't get, like, destroyed as quickly. It's not as squishy as it is in, like, Dungeon Defenders 2, Dungeon Defenders Awakened, original Dungeon Defenders, you name it. So they definitely went in, like, the right direction for the overall roguelite feel of all this. I have not seen Star Wars Andor. In my personal opinion, there is so much Star Wars stuff coming out, like, so quickly. Some of it is, like, extended lore from the original Star Wars universe. Some of it is, like, completely original properties. But, all in all, after, like, the, big meh that was that Star Wars cinematic trilogy they released a few years back, I've been kind of Star Wars'd out. I think the only thing Star Wars I've recently indulged in was, like, a lot of the older Star Wars games. And, well, I guess personally, the Star Wars Lego stuff is all the Star Wars I need in my life. That and, like, maybe going back and, like, emulating the old Force Unleashed games, save for, like, I think the few that actually made it to PC. I guess, Star Wars The New Order isn't too bad. That, Star Wars Dark Souls-esque sort of game. Yeah, I haven't seen any of Star Wars Andor. In fact, I've been, like, mostly, like, saving my money and stuff because I'm getting ready to upgrade my hardware and stuff. And a lot of that involves, like, cutting costs, like, not having streaming services and stuff. A big thing about budgeting, and most people don't realize this, is just limiting how much money you lose and finding ways to recoup what losses you do have to take. Like, for example, like, necessary stuff, you know, like insurance and junk like that. Adulting is very boring, bureaucratic, sign here on the dotted line type stuff. It's not as stressful and overwhelming when you figure it out, but my god, is it boring and long and tedious and arduous. And you have to make, like, time for it on the weekends. In order to even do this stream, I have to personally thank Russian Badger and his magical guacamole gamer fart 9000. It's not actually flavored like guacamole and or farts. It's strawberry lime energy supplement. It's mostly water. These energy supplements are just caffeine, like a few vitamins here and there, and artificial sugar in water. So, like, most of your drink is, like, 75% water. I wouldn't recommend, like, drinking these things luxuriously because drinking a lot of these energy supplements, if you, like, drink them in moderation, can be like drinking a can of Monster, even though I'd argue there's way more water in it than carbonated drinks, because literally it's like a powder packet and then water you get from your sink and or refrigerator. So yeah, the big Q&A in chat remains. What is your favorite game genre? Be it roguelike, be it, you know, anything really. Video game genres span wide and vast. Okay, one thing I actually do hate is the way this cannonball tower works. The way it's positioned, it should be able to hit enemies just fine. But then it doesn't. It, like, bounces off of the scaffolding. So one thing to always remember about roguelikes and roguelites, your abilities are expendable. Spam those suckers. And I died. And now I believe in the time period that I have died, this core is going to get destroyed. That's very unforgiving. I don't like that. Like, there's too little going on with this roguelite, right? Because with this particular roguelite, they've kept the tower defense element. Don't let them destroy this crystal. Why? In a roguelite, traditionally, your primary concern is not dying. Staying alive. Here, though, you still have to defend the Eternia Crystal. Without towers or big defenses, and that's kind of what these hordes, these really short pathways to get to the Eternia Crystal, are about. And Dungeon Defenders is traditionally about like using your gear and stuff, ability points and stuff like that, to make extraordinarily powerful towers and just murk your enemies out of the water. So keeping the Eternia Crystal and switching that over to a roguelite element, I don't feel works. You kept it a tower defense, basically. I still have to defend this key point, and you don't give me enough powers, and I'd argue the distance between the enemies and the Eternia Crystal is not that great. If you wanted to have the Eternia Crystal, it should be a slog for the enemies to get to. But all it looks like they did was they took Dungeon Defenders and like tossed, you know, a roguelite skin over it. They got rid of your ability to mass place towers, have super powerful abilities, wait for your enemies to come to you, stunning, all that junk, and you're just expected to power through and with like this really clunky moveset. It's not great. It can be good. And like the idea of like Apprentice and Squire and the Huntress, Summoner and stuff like that, making it into this game and getting like this really fleshed out combat set is a great idea on paper. But not if you have to keep defending the Eternia Crystal with such a short slog. Like, here's what they did, right? It's a straight path. They came up this way to the Eternia Crystal. That's not far at all. They need new maps, bigger settings, maybe even different game modes where you don't have to worry about the Eternia Crystal. Because if killing you isn't the end-all be-all, and traditionally in a roguelike or roguelite, dying is the end-all be-all for a run. Unless we're counting things like Cult of Lamb, where dying still has consequences, but it's not, you know, the end of the game. Or let's take something far more popular like, say, Hades. Dying is not the end-all be-all. It's a game that basically goes on forever. Why was the idea to incorporate a defense point and make it such a short trek to that defense point? That's just not good. And like, here's how I level up. My account has leveled up more than my character has. And I guess like the big gimmick of this game is runes. You get runes that will like up your stats drastically, which works. One thing they did correctly was like opening the chests, and you have a various, you know, selection of things that increase and up your stats and abilities. That's what you'd expect from a roguelite. I want a wider, more vast move set. I'm hoping as I get into the game later on, there's like passive things, like maybe laser auras or something, that would justify calling this a roguelite. Because in roguelites, you can literally have sentinels that help you damage enemies without even needing to touch them. And you have like all these extra little abilities that give you nice little perks and stuff like that. But it seems what they've centered around is giving you 2 different towers to pick from, upgraded versions of those towers, and like a limited set of abilities. They gotta think bigger if they want this to be, you know, a thing. Am I going to get different spells? Are they still working on that? Like, there's a lot of things I'm in the dark about, basically. So, we're going to the lobby now. So, you know, this is the lobby. It's just an alternate variant of the tavern, which I'm fine with. This, I'm guessing, is the biggie. Because you have these available ability points and talents, much like other roguelike elements. Each time you die, you don't keep your gear and stuff like that. You probably go back to basic gear. One thing that remains a constant is probably your talents. Roguelites do stuff like that, too. Yeah, why does the lobby look straight out of Fortnite? This is what roguelite lobbies look like. If you've ever played Gunfire Reborn, that's exactly what it looks like. You're inside a tavern. You've got this selection to pick from. The thing that remains a constant are essentially these like skill points that you invest into skill trees that give you permanent stat boosts. So going into the run, you get further and further and further with more power. Ooh, this is nice. Reduce prices at the Defender's Forge by 10%. So the gear perks reduce prices for you so you can buy gear faster. Now here's the question. Does the Defender's Forge have anything worth buying? Does the Defender's Shop have anything worth buying? I don't know, because I didn't see anything special in the in these areas first go around. So for melee heroes, we'll go ahead and add a level to this. Up our HP, sure. We'll up our HP by a percentage. And we used all 3 of our ability points. So you've only got a choice between normal and hard. I was at normal difficulty. So going rogue is still in its very early stages. I know one of the primary complaints in the Steam community was like, why did they go and make a roguelite when they're still working on Dungeon Defenders Awakened? And I agree. I have nothing against roguelites. I love roguelites. You guys have seen me probably play Risk of Rain 2 here recently. You've probably seen me play Binding of Isaac and stuff in the past. Space Soldier, you've admitted to seeing like my past streams and stuff. I plan on doing that a lot more often. Anywhere around 7, you can expect me to stream every Tuesday. And I'm going to try to never miss a Tuesday. Ever. So that I can maintain that consistent schedule. Because I'm really good about committing to my job. Really bad about committing to my friends and hobbies. And that definitely needs to change. I actually have a lot of stuff going on. So back in the day, I used to make Gmod animations on a channel that's a lot bigger than this one. Though I'd argue I wasn't, the world's greatest Gmod animator, but people liked my stuff. They found it entertaining. And I definitely want to go back to that, just, doing it for fun. But the biggest trouble has just been finding the time for it. And I've just been thinking, like, there's stuff from, like, Ashley's Hoonicast with the Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss staff, where they have, like, these one-liner moments that I'd like to animate in Gmod. I've been thinking about that. Now, one thing that's going to be ultra experimental is the idea of having streams between all 3 of those channels for some content diversity. Why? YouTube's algorithm and the way that they offset the dashboard has recently changed. I don't know if a lot of you guys have noticed, but community tabs are essentially available to small channels and anyone now. If you have YouTube Premium, you get like early access to a lot of the prototype features that YouTube is looking to bring out. The landscape has really changed. In particular, your channel now has separate tabs between your uploaded VOD content, your streaming content, and your shorts content. So my theory has fundamentally been there is no longer an algorithmic penalty no matter what you do, because now on each channel there are micro categories, breaking them down into 3 different tabs. Meaning, I would argue, the YouTube algorithm probably doesn't punish you as much as it used to. The primary means by which people have actually found my channel is either by search terms or by the homepage. These are the 2 primary ways that people get channel growth on this site. And I think while a lot of the conversation going on around, like, AI and like a lot of this advertising software has been negative, there are positives to it. For one, because I'm streaming Dungeon Defenders right now, people who like Dungeon Defenders are probably more than likely to get this stream in their feed. I've even had people in my comments section that were like, hey, this Plague Inc. stream was great. Who streams Plague Inc. anymore? It was like so niche. But I did Plague Inc. and I gained some subs and stuff from it. And I had a lot of fun, like, doing Plague Inc. with, like, Dookie and a bunch of my friends and stuff like that. And I've been playing with a lot of this stuff, like this VTuber stuff, combining it with PNG-tuber stuff. Mega's literally an artist, so he can draw me in all kinds of funny scenarios, meme gifs and stuff that I've paid for, just for fun, And I'll tell you this, right? And it's probably something your parents don't teach you very early on, and probably should. Money allows you to do a lot of things. Now, I'm not talking about, like, everything's about money, right? But just, like, having income and not a whole lot of debt to worry about is a good place to be in. And, like, if it can be helped, that's where you want to be. I can change my graphics cards and stuff whenever I need to. If I want the newest video game title, I can get it released day 1. I don't have to pre-purchase. I can literally just wait to buy it. I was able to play Sonic Frontiers day 1. And a lot of people may not know this about me, but I've actually been really big on Sonic the Hedgehog since I was a kid. Other things people may not know about me is I played Legend of Spyro as a kid. There's like a lot of these E-rated games and stuff that were a part of my childhood that I definitely do want to eventually share with you guys. I'm hoping to get like more default palettes and stuff for my OC drawn. So that I can make these thumbnails look way cooler too. It's been fun to just like mess around with this stuff in GIMP. I'm like all over the place. Those supplements really help me when it comes to energy because without it, I think right now I'd be like halfway asleep and zoning out. Yeah, a lot of people's trouble is finding the motivation. And ironically enough, people overcomplicate it, right? And there's like this guy, this really big streamer on both Twitch and YouTube named Devin Nash. He's involved with an advertising firm called Novo. So he actually like works with advertisers and stuff, right? Which is the primary source of income for a lot of these social media sites, not just YouTube. And one thing he actually talked about in one of the videos I watched was that people like really overcomplicate this YouTuber scene. For one, there's the obvious stuff. You can't go into it like for money and stuff like that. But another thing that he brought up that I don't see talked about very often is people aren't genuine. And like audiences can kind of tell. Like if you're not actually enjoying what you're doing, people can kind of tell that you're not having fun. People can kind of tell that you're burnt out or tired. Yeah, I was actually talking about that earlier. I am going to pick up Darktide when it releases. I don't recall if I have it pre-purchased or not, but if I don't have it pre-purchased, I'm going to wait until I get my holiday bonus and then pre-purchase it. I love my job. It's been some of the most fulfilling, labor-intensive work, but I think what a lot of people don't get about work is if you have like the right mindset, this just becomes this thing in your day-to-day life that's going to borrow some of your time and give you money in return. And that's really the way that you need to look at having in a job and like adulting biz, right? Nobody likes taxes, but nowadays you have like TurboTax and H&R Block. Please, for the love of God, use those. Now that we have that ease of access at our fingertips, what's a few extra dollars to not have to do the taxes yourself? With firms that are guaranteed to get it right, so you won't fucking wind up in federal prison. And then you get a kickback. Tax returns are fantastic. Especially that stimulus during COVID. Nobody's ever going to realize what that stimulus did for me, but it was fantastic. And I was in like, I was like an essential worker. So I was getting like a lot of benefits, you know, from that. Now I will say, people look at a lot of this stuff the wrong way. JFK once said it best. We don't do these things because they're easy. We do them because they're difficult. Maybe we don't realize it, but we actually do crave a challenge. And like being able to figure out who we are and what we're capable of. And like doing hard labor and stuff like that and figuring out that you can do it, that you have the upper muscle strength, that you have the brain for it, really boosts your confidence. And I think, ironically enough, having a job, if people have the right mindset associated with it, can probably also help depression a little. I should know because, like, with ADHD, right? You can be prone to bouts of depression because you have, like, these massive bursts of, like, manic energy. Like, I don't know how ADHD and manic depressive disorder...
Aw, what are you doing in here all by your lonesome?
Hey, Como!
Hi.
I'm so happy to see you.
Good.
It's a friend. I'm not alone anymore.
Yay.
But as I was saying, like, ADHD and manic depressive have, like, a lot of similarities to each other, and people just don't realize it. Like, those big bouts of energy, caffeine does not have the same effect on me as it does other people. And often I don't get interpersonal and talk about this kind of stuff, but my day-to-day struggle is like, caffeine is not a pick-me-up. Caffeine just keeps me from getting depressed. Because it turns all of that energy into dopamine instead. It, like, metabolizes it, right?
Fuck up here for a second.
But the bigger problem with, like, abusing caffeine, right? Never mind a caffeine addiction. Once you get to a certain age, that caffeine really screws up your bowels. Like, I know, TMI, Sharp, but I'm telling the truth. If you've ever had, like, a full pot of coffee when your stomach's not feeling all that great, don't. Save your toilet, the unruly, unholy unleasher of the Balrog into Helm's Deep. Like, if you're, like, 26 or something like I am, just don't. Like, most people are like, oh yeah, I'm 26, I'm still young and spry. No. By the time you hit 30, you're already starting to develop your, like, dad's digestive health issues. And I figured that out the hard way. Like, a lot of that hereditary shit really starts to kick in. I guarantee, like, Silent and the other people in this chat know what I'm on about. Stay animating. Stay animate. Take a few animation. Oh, I'm getting. Good for you, Space Soldier, honestly. Sorry I didn't notice your message earlier. I've got, like, my phone right here. But one of my weaknesses, actually, is multitasking. And I do this to try and get better at it. For one, conversations need to flow naturally. And one thing Ricky made me hyper aware of was, like, not being afraid to make myself vulnerable. Yes, there are people that will dox you. Yes, there is all this crazy, stupid stuff that'll happen online. For one, and I look at it realistically, I'm in rural America. What happens if someone doxes me? No one comes to my house, or some idiot trying to claim my life gets shot? Like, that's about it. Being doxed is not as scary as one thinks. Your address is in the phone book. Anybody can find you if they want to. All they need is your first and last name. Or your mother's maiden name. Or your father's first and last name if you live with your parents. It's not hard. Stalkers find a way. They always found a way before the internet. Yeah, I know. Silence smokes. Silence, like... Silence already on par to becoming Patty and Selma. Oh, I know, right? The police just, like, don't take that seriously until a serious crime has happened. Like a break-in or something. Like, law enforcement is just useless when it comes to half the things the internet could do that is actually harmful to you. And it's like, it's almost a damn near joke, right? Because you have, like, all these Senate hearings and, like, stuff Congress wants to do. And I won't, like, talk too heavy-handed on this, but just to be, like, a little light-handed. I do think it's a little ridiculous that we are now taking the internet super seriously as, like, this, online forum where public discussion goes on. We're extraordinarily concerned about, like, misinformation and like election integrity crap. But then the police still won't take doxing seriously, even though that could lead to swatting, which is the death of another human being, potentially, the death of someone's dog, and an abuse of police resources. And what is their excuse? Swatting is already a crime. Agreed. What are our preventative measures? Oh, none. We're throwing you to the wolves. You know what? That's life, people. That's all I'm going to say on that, though, because it's not a very happy subject matter. I'm very informed on it. But that's why I have the Sharp Mania YouTube channel. I'll link it in the chat here shortly. But that's essentially my podcasting channel where we talk about a lot of this stuff with friends and all sorts of different people. And you should definitely check it out if you like conversations about like philosophy and deep talks about where the internet's going and stuff. I had one with Viral recently on Time Warpers. It's the latest upload to that channel. They're gonna get the attorney at Crystal Sharp. Run, Sharp. Get away from the attorney at Crystal. Yeah, pay attention to me. Get away from the attorney at Crystal. Alright. So that was close. The upside is when the crystal is damaged, if you complete the wave, the crystal heals. That harpoon is weaker than that bowling ball tower. But one thing I was talking about earlier, basically, is the fact that we are going to be adding, like, D&D conversations and stuff. A lot of Geek and Sundry style stuff out of the Sharpcast. My newest tagline for the Sharpcast is one that's very near and dear to my heart, which is Speak Your Mind on the Sharpcast. We're definitely going to get to some really in-depth discussions, improv, silly skits and stuff, and I think people are just going to generally enjoy the experience that they're being given, because I'm going to work to make this enjoyable. On the side, I might redabble in like Gmod animation and stuff. To put it blunt, I have 3 different YouTube channels now, because these are 3 different genre types of content that do not blend too well together, and do not function well when trying to, you know, build a community of people that are interested in what you're trying to make. So what I wound up having to do was making 3 different channels. One for podcasts and Game Grumps style, like game discussion. Like we have like a BioShock Let's Play up on Sharp Mania, where Helios talks about like similarities between the anarcho-capitalist philosophies and stuff going on in BioShock. A lot of the behaviors and politics in that game, and like its correlation and similarity to stuff going on in the real world, and the lessons we can take back from these games. So it's not for everybody, but if that does sound interesting to you, then definitely go check out the Sharp Mania YouTube channel. I'll link it now that I have an opportunity.
Damn, that sounds like garbage. I'm back, by the way.
Thank you for being encouraging as always, Como.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my hot garbage.
Yes.
The main piece on the Sharp Mania YouTube channel is absolutely the Sharpcast. That is going to be the biggest mainstay. And what we have essentially soon is the Sharpcast Plays series, which we've already released a few pieces on. We'll definitely be going back to that sometime soon. But there are playlists, so you can binge this series. Stop watching it whenever. Go back and listen to it. You don't even have to watch it, folks. It can just be a listening experience while you do college homework or while you play a video game yourself. That is what this channel is designed for. Gonzo is doing fantastic. He has his other groups of friends at times where he does like essentially the limited time events on the new Forza Horizon games. So he has like that one other friend group. We're definitely talking about getting into more analog horror and reacts. That's over on the Midnight Media YouTube channel. The Midnight Media YouTube channel I'll go ahead and link to.
Forgive him, Danny. He's in the middle of shilling all of his content.
It's an opportunity. Also, quit outing me. You're supposed to be on my side. You smelly boy.
He is.
That's the Midnight Media YouTube channel. If you want to know like a lot of the stuff we've been working on there, that's definitely going to get an overhaul going more towards like a lot of our ooh, who we got?
Go.
Oh,
Hey, it's a raid. I came here to fuck up your stream, and you can't stop me.
oh, I can't.
Too late.
My mic was turned off for some reason, so I had to fucking put it back in.
I can't stop you, gamepad.
No, you can't.
Can't.
Nobody can. Not even myself.
Huh. I wonder what
Huh.
happens if I do this.
You're mean. You're a poo-poo head. You.
That's why you're friends with me,
See,
though.
that's less stopping the problem and more pushing it over there for a little bit.
What? That's what people's moms and dads do. It seems to work for them.
I just get up from a nap. I'm doing a 2 a.m. shift today, so I saw you stream, so I came here to fucking end.
Yeah, just for context for the chat, I have like this like mini Discord group with like most of my in-group friends, like people associated with Midnight Media, Project here, Como. And it's like an open forum thing. I invite people to join my streams every Tuesday. Anybody can join. It's a 4-person limit, myself included.
He threatened me to join. He said if I didn't, he's gonna shoot my toes off.
I said no such thing. You will tell no one.
But I technically just did tell everybody.
So the chat's been asking all kinds of conversations about what I'm doing and stuff and content. Project, why don't you show some of your stuff?
Well, I've been recently getting back into stupid animations on YouTube. I just made one yesterday, a late Halloween video. I'm planning on doing a live stream series of Grounded sometime in the next year.
Yeah, you wanted me to join you for that. I'm definitely game.
We just need 2 more people, and we'll do it like bi-weekly. Because I'm playing Grounded solo right now. I'm almost done with the game, I think.
Damn.
So I figured play it by myself first, then when I get people will know what we're doing. Because right now, I don't know what I have to do. I'm looking up like wiki shit. Right now, I think I'm at like the last part of the game. Allegedly, I think. I don't know for sure. And I also do stuff I probably can't mention on stream.
Oh, porn?
Yeah, I make not safe work content as well.
No,
I'm
he's
trying
talking about his Israeli gun trade.
I'm trying to
It's sort of a
break.
secret thing he does on the side, but
I'm trying to break away from not safe work stuff for us because I've been doing it for years. I'm bored of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
What I really want to do is make like a SFM series, like a story with my SFM videos at one point.
I'm behind that. I like stories.
Yeah, it's all in my head. I just gotta like get off my lazy ass and put it to paper. And
So, not dying. That's what needs to happen here.
Yeah, that sounds like a healthy course.
That's a little important, yeah. Something to keep in mind.
So if I die, the Eternia Crystal gets destroyed. If he attacks the Eternia Crystal gets destroyed. The
Like it
Eternia
just did.
Crystal just got destroyed. Yeah. I've already had like stuff to criticize about this game, but the enemies are a little too beefy too early on, and my abilities are too limited. Like, this is a roguelite version of Dungeon Defenders. It's trying too hard to still be a tower defense.
Which it's not.
It's not. It's supposed to be a roguelite. So it's like weird. I gotta like defend the Eternia Crystal from these people. And if the Eternia Crystal dies, well that's just the end of the run. So now I get my experience points. And I can invest those for like some permanent sheet. Yes, you just go back to the lobby. Talents. I have 1 point to spend. Spend it wisely, Sharp. I guarantee that wasn't spent wisely.
Sound like my money.
I'm going to find out.
Oh, Space Soldier watched your EOI trash video. I think that was that the one where Sniper was like Filthy Frank?
What was that?
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
That video, I got so much backlash of that gag video.
Yeah, was that the EOI trash video? I forget.
Yeah, the elements insane because the fan base is rabid, so I kind of poked fun of them a little bit, and guess what? I got what I wanted in the end.
Of course you did.
Funny enough, I was still getting comments on that 2 years after the fact. I think I got one, like another comment, like last year on it.
Yeah.
So I'm still getting comments on that fucking thing, and I did that like 5 years ago.
The Dark Lord, he rises. He's coming for your Cheetos.
Why my Cheetos?
I don't know. You don't have anything else of importance, so he just takes your Cheetos and eats them right in front of you. He's a dick like that. Blech. So it may sound like shilling when I mention a lot of these channels and stuff. I know Komodo's like already like roasted me for it. But the primary reason I'm mentioning all this stuff is a lot of people just don't know about it and don't know what I am doing. And like one of the primary things about being a content creator should be informing your audience so that they know what's going on.
I can see that. You can only get so lucky with people just finding it on their own.
Yeah. Like, word of mouth is probably one of the most powerful things. And people who watch this stream and listen to me talk now know about Project's channel and his content, and the Sharpcast and the Midnight Media channel, which isn't just me. That's actually largely Gonzo and Co. Honestly, so I'm helping them out honestly. Like, I mean, I'm a part of it. Don't get me wrong. But I am not the brains of that project.
is the mastermind behind that? Oh, so who's the one behind the other one, the other channel? Gonzo?
Yeah, Midnight Media.
Yeah, that's Gonzo's.
Yeah, it's Gonzo's.
All these years, I still haven't met him. His name keeps popping up, but I've never fucking met this guy.
I'm gonna see what Gonzo's doing. Actually, let me like bully him.
Bully Gonzo.
He's not gonna see it. He's probably asleep in the editing chair again.
I know
Might
he
be.
follows my not safe for work content because he posted it in his channel that I somehow am in. I don't know how. I never talked to the man, but I'm somehow one of his fucking groups. Like, what the fuck?
He gets
Oh,
around.
so that's why he couldn't censor the N-word all those times he was editing the Sharpcast. I get you. He was too busy looking at your work.
That is like the biggest thing Komodo like tosses shade about. For context, we played Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, and there are flashbacks with Rip Blazkowicz, BJ Blazkowicz's like racist dad.
Oh, I actually have that, but I've never played it. Oh, right, because it was fucking up on my wrong monitor. I couldn't change it. I gave up.
Oh, yeah?
It was, during that time.
Well, bit of spoilers.
I know. I've seen the story.
Yeah. Rip Blazkowicz openly says the N-word multiple times, and Gonzo didn't censor it.
And even when you said, "Hey, we should probably censor that,"
Yeah,
still didn't do it. And
we
it
should
wasn't the
probably
only time either. It
censor
wasn't-
that. Send him a
it
big
wasn't
note
just
saying,
that
Gonzo,
video.
censor this, and then the video comes out. I watched that whole 2-hour session. Not one damn N-word out of Rip was censored.
I think I left a comment on it too, but I think the original upload was deleted, so it's gone now. Maybe, I know you did some moving around of the videos, and I think the original version of that video was taken down, and then you uploaded it somewhere else. I think so. The original comment I left is gone.
Yeah, I took most of the original Sharpcast stuff. Originally, Midnight Media was like a pish posh of junk, which is like really bad when you're trying to build an audience, right? You're like, oh, we're doing like this React content, and then over here we have this political podcast. Like, what relation do those two things have?
Yeah, I'm thinking about making a safe for Twitter because my Twitter is just full of memes, dumb shit, and porn. So I think I'm about to make like
also, can I just say, now that since Silent Blast is in the chat, he's not. Can I just? I remember you were. I think it was part of your Bioshock playthrough. Might have been Infinite. I don't remember exactly. But then Silent Blast said something along the lines of, "Oh, Elvis doesn't exist in fucking Fallout. When New Vegas exists, which has the Kings in it."
Roasted.
Just
roasted. Culp.
But no. Elvis totally doesn't belong in Fallout at all.
Cope. Seethe.
Not at all.
Maul.
It doesn't fit with the setting whatsoever.
Cope.
Even though the fucking Kings exist.
Mauled. Mauled. I know he's watching too, so he's gonna hear you say that to him.
Yeah, he's saying, no, I see him in the chat right now.
I like Como. If Como's got beef, he just says it to your face.
I think he's not serious. I just think it's funny. Elvis doesn't exist in Fallout, even though there's a major faction, I guess minor faction, in one of the most beloved games of that franchise. That is literally just a bunch of Elvis impersonators that formed a gang.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
Actually looking in the chat right now, someone's actually mentioned me about the Elements of Insanity trash video. Okay, that's why you brought it up, Will. Okay, that's why you brought it up, because I was looking at the chat. I just right now.
I've already mentioned before. So instead of having like a pop-out chat on one of my monitors, adding a little more intensity to my PC, I actually have the chat pulled up on my phone, and it's like right here next to me. And I just look, and I just look down at it periodically.
You did say Elvis doesn't exist in Fallout specifically. Maybe you meant Bioshock and said Fallout by mistake, but no, you specifically said Fallout in that video.
You specifically said Fallout. That being
I think
said,
it was something like Elvis doesn't exist in fucking Fallout was the exact line.
he might have meant BioShock.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That might have been what it was, but he said Fallout in the video, and I thought that was really funny.
You just relentlessly.
I think I even left a comment on that video too. I said the quote.
Yeah, he said. I said he doesn't belong in BioShock. Oh no!
Well, I guess that's what he meant to say, but
silence, damage controlling, cope, seethe, mauled.
Cope, seethe, mauled. Yeah, the comment I left was the quote that Silence said about Elvis not existing in Fallout, and then well, it was based on that one thing with the VeggieTales at someone's door saying allow us to introduce ourselves. Except I said it was the king saying it.
Oh my god.
Oh, Pete's sake. Behold, Arrow Tower. Get him.
Fuck him up. Stab him in the butt. Stab him in the poo-poo dick.
What the fuck?
You're making me proud, son.
Ah,
I'm not your father.
I'm older than you, you stupid fuck.
Yeah, I got Benjamin Button disease, I guess. Because I'm your daddy.
No wonder why I'm a disappointment.
Yeah. You got my loser genes.
Alright, so I'm playing Grounded on the side.
Proud of
I'm
you.
I'm addicted to this fucking game. Jesus.
Ooh, the cleaver. 95. I see. So much like a roguelite, the objects that this game drops are random. I'm gonna up my shield. Good luck killing me now, peasant.
Oh god, I just thought of two things. One, Silent just said I'm not malding, which sounds exactly like something someone who is malding would say. And secondly, I just thought of this. Even if he did say Elvis doesn't exist in BioShock, you were playing Infinite at the time, and I remember one of the big plot points, or I say big, one of the big plot points was that there was a guy, I forget his name, it was a major character. There was a guy who was using the portals to steal songs from other realities and bring them into this one. Who's to say he couldn't have stolen an Elvis song too?
He literally stole Fortunate Son. So
Yeah.
anything's possible.
And you could hear girls want to have fun through one of the portals. So hey, with that in mind, maybe Elvis could exist in BioShock after all. Because it could have been stolen from him in that universe and just plopped into that one.
This
sounds
like
cleaver.
a
There's a case.
plot. This sounds
It
like a plot
does,
of a
but
shitpost. Jesus.
it does, but hey, it's technically possible with the stuff they showed you in the game.
Uh-oh. That's a wolf spider.
Gotta go destroy my enemies.
Are you Conan?
Yeah. I guess.
I guess.
Ooh, that's a serious damage buff.
You're a serious damage buff. I'm gonna go seriously damage my toilet. I'll be right back.
Proud of you. He's gonna go seriously damage his toilet. Oh. So
I love how Silent's at a loss for words in the chat. I hope he knows I'm joking about all of this.
if he doesn't, that's his
Maybe I
hang-up.
should Photoshop his head onto another roller coaster to make him feel better.
You should. You know what?
Yeah, that could be something.
That'll just be Como's thing, is like photoshopping people's heads onto roller coasters.
Yeah.
Proud of you. Skill up.
Oh no!
Max HP. What'd you do? You're laughing. I'm genuinely curious. You found something even funnier. That it can only mean one thing. Okay, that's all I'm doing now is just like looking on the map when a door opens and then traveling to it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then die. Having a good run now. By like meeting them halfway instead of, yeah, like I like gotta go to them and stop their venture.
Oh, I see. I think Silent's asking me where the actual clip of him saying it is, and I'd have to like dig through the entire playthrough again.
It would have to be the BioShock playthrough if he mentioned BioShock.
Yeah, the BioShock. Yeah.
Was it Infinite or
It was Infinite.
it? Yeah.
Because I remember you guys played BioShock 1. Then he decided to skip 2 for some reason. I kind of wish he didn't play that, but whatever. But then he started playing Infinite, and I believe the clip happened during a shootout in some kind of station. It's been a while. I don't remember. I'd have to dig through it again. But if I come across the clip again, I will send it to you, Silent, to prove that I'm right.
Alright, I win. Y'all have your gay little beef somewhere else. Just not to say that it's wrong to be gay. That's perfectly fine. Just don't have it here.
You heard it here first. No gay people allowed in the stream.
I did not say that! The Legion welcomes all people, whether they be gay, water, or cactus.
I'm back. Oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, I got a new subscriber here, some Space Soldier. Enjoy the poo-poo that I'm going to make in the future. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. He's
Don't
making...
forget to-
He's
don't
making...
forget to ring that bell.
Don't forget to ring that bell. Space Soldier, subscribe to you, Project.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's literally what you said.
I love you.
What's that?
You're my best friend.
Yeah. Best fish forever is rainbows and ice cream and cookies. Ooh.
Okay, don't push it.
Speaking of which, I do have a big project in mind I want to do at some point with my SFM animations. I want to do kind of like a choose your own adventure type of thing with my characters. Like, you know how like YouTube you have like those two videos at the end, whatever the fuck.
Yeah?
I think about doing that, but there's like a choice A, choice B, two scenarios. And
I
there's be,
think,
like, multiple endings or something like that.
Yeah, I think they like replaced annotations back in the day because you could have like a video playing, like videos pre-playing at an end card, and then like use annotations to link people to that. They upgraded to end cards.
Yeah.
Which will like literally show the thumbnail of the video itself. as like a clickable icon on the YouTube video.
Yeah, it's pretty much the idea. Like, start here, then every thing will be like a choice A, choice B, and it'll be like this will lead to like this weird web of end scenarios where one is just a basic day, one is something with Shadow Mewtwo, the other one could be a zombie apocalypse, dumb shit endings. It's gonna take a while and a lot of animations and ideas. But it's something I want to do in the future.
The space hazard, huh? I gotta go to these guys.
Ooh.
I get it. So the rule of thumb is get through the wave. You get the chess and the better gear.
And you got Roy.
Alright, that axe is not better. Oh. Those are good. We plan to go for about 2 hours, or 2 hours and 30 minutes for the stream, by the way. So don't be afraid to share it around with your friends, share it in the Discord groups you're in, put it on a subreddit, I don't care. Wherever you want.
Hey, did you put it in my group by any chance? Let me check. I don't think
Nice.
you did. I didn't see anything pop up when I got from my nap.
One thing I will be excited about is probably getting with Wade and potentially going back to the Gmod horror series on this channel, and it will get like a drastic quality and storytelling boost.
With me, I haven't been streaming because I was focused on my animations. So I plan of go back to streaming after I make like we'll start here or DRB stream over picture or small GIF for my streams. I know my friend Sonk's ever asked me the same thing. So I'll probably hop on that next, and I'll probably do a stream because I still gotta finish up Faith Chapter 3. And then I gotta go back to Sound Mind, which Komodo loves when I fucking stream that thing. That game was silly as hell.
Just check which one.
In Sound Mind.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, this in Sound Mind was fun.
Yeah, I gotta go back to that at some point. But right now I was focused on other things.
I'm surprised you didn't do it sooner, actually. But
like I was saying, I was focusing on my animations right now.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Then I'm gonna like do some stuff, animations for my stream. Then I'm gonna go back to these streaming shit.
Ooh, explosive shield. Now that's an interesting one. My shield explodes on people. Yeah, that's a good one though. Shield go very big boom boom. Looks like the thing is like 3 waves for now. Oh. Wow, that was a really big boom boom. I think that might have hurt me.
Oh god.
Okay, so my shield is now a landmine. Gotta use that for proximity-based combat now. Or as a ranged attack over hitting them point blank with it. Oh. Ha! Crowd control.
There you go. Fuck him up, bruh.
I gotta kill this troll. Troll dead.
Finally.
Oh!
The internet is safe once again.
For
now.
Make a joke about
They
that
always-
myself.
They always come back. I see. They've decided to throw like way more crazy shit at me now that I have an exploding shield.
He's got good
They
shit.
want
Get him.
you to upgrade to the test.
There we go. Okay, now that's a sword. Like that. Hello. Bouncer blockade. Mind if I do? Okay, as long as I know that shield. Okay, so the exploding shield thing is just a me ability. Yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into SFM and Gmod work, even when you know, you take it easy.
Oh, fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, so my SFM, while working on that animation, my SFM was crashing left and right because I have so much stuff in it. I have to, like, delete it
I'm breathing.
and then reinstall it because I have too much crap in
Probably get in the way of things.
it. Yeah.
How much is that? Hmm. It's definitely upping the DPS, but it doesn't have like a better passive. Perfect. Stride makes my dash better? Hell yeah. Okay, so this guy upgrades my equipment. Good deal. One wave. Is it a boss? It's a boss, ain't it? Demon Lord. Okay.
Fucking that.
Luckily, my shield still explodes.
Looks like Bowser has gone crack.
Oh, that's death.
Speaking of Bowser, what do you guys feel like Jack Black voicing? What do you guys feel about that?
I actually thought Jack Black did a neat job in the trailer they showed.
Man, Jack Black did a good shit.
I thought it was alright too.
I thought they were gonna make Bowser act like Kung Fu Panda. Honestly, it's
Oh,
interesting
God.
to see that Jack Black actually tried to play a badass Bowser.
There's a lot of like controversy against with the guy who played Mario, wasn't there? What, Chris Pratt was his name?
Chris Pratt, yeah.
Didn't he, like,
I remember people were complaining about his performance in the trailer, but And I
That's
guess
fine.
honestly, I guess this applies to Jack Black too. Yeah, it sounds fine, and we didn't really get that many lines out of him anyway, so it's not a. I don't know. It's not a particularly big example of what he can do as Mario, so I guess I don't know. I guess people I guess I don't know, people should wait for more trailers, see what hear more of Chris Pratt, see if he does okay or not.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I mean, it's a movie, not a game, so of course they're gonna sound a bit different. I mean, Luigi was there, but Luigi said fucking nothing, man.
Yeah, he was just yelling and screaming, yet people were already saying that his voice was great, which I mean maybe it is, but
I know
I
the
don't know.
design looks fucking great.
I guess
It
wait
looks
for more.
fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Just wait for more trailers, I guess.
Who was playing Luigi? The guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, wasn't it?
I think the name was Charlie Day. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
really
Charlie
familiar
Day.
with, like actors.
Yeah,
Oh, I got it right. Nice. But
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the guy who was in Sunny in Philadelphia, right?
yeah, he was
Okay.
the Pepe Sylvia guy.
Okay,
If
okay.
nothing else, that's the only thing I really know from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The Pepe Sylvia stuff.
I know him from the conspiracy thing he was doing.
Yeah, that's the Pepe Sylvia when he was
Okay.
screaming about Pepe Sylvia. Not
Okay, that's the scene. Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't watched. I barely watched the show, so.
me neither. But I don't really watch a lot of like shows in general anymore,
No,
unless someone else is like showing them to me.
like when I show
Damn.
you the Pikachu.
That was actually a pretty satisfying boss.
Yeah, that looked fun. I was watching it the whole time.
I'll give that to Chromatic. That was actually a challenge.
But yeah, the Mario movie seems fine. It doesn't seem like a complete train wreck in the trailers alone, which a lot of things tend to be. I've noticed where the trailer, if the trailer looks bad, the film ends up being bad too. Not that it's like a guaranteed thing, but it usually happens from what I've
Yeah.
seen. Actually, funny enough, after the first trailer came out, a couple of my friends got together and we watched the original Mario movie from like the 80s. Was it the 80s or 90s? I don't remember exactly. The
early
original one.
90s.
The original.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'll admit that's a guilty pleasure of mine. I actually love that
It
movie.
is so fun.
It's so
Like,
shit, but it's so fun to watch.
It is so ridiculous. I actually ended up watching a there's this podcast I like called Let Me Tell You About. They did a little history piece on that movie, and it went through 7 scripts, and the last one was being changed daily as they were filming it.
Oh no!
It was the production was a complete nightmare from what they said.
I've heard it was bad, but I didn't know they were changing the script
Yeah,
on
seven-
that fly. Oh,
7
God.
scripts, technically more, but 7's like the main number everybody goes with.
Attack of the Killer Bees.
Right, here we go. So it seems to
yeah.
be
Oh, go on.
only 3 waves to the Eternia Crystal, but the amount of enemies increases and the challenge increases.
Yeah, so that's how they. Yeah.
See, now they've given me... They took this classic map and now they've given me 2 Eternia Crystals to defend, and I have to fend off these enemies.
Yeah.
I'm just talking a little bit about the game as I play, obviously. It's,
Makes sense. So we're not completely lost on what's happening.
having gotten a little more into the game, it's not bad. Damn, your gear like goes up immensely.
Yeah.
Alright, I got you a new area in my game. Woo!
Yay!
Now I'm fast. My sword swings a little faster. Okay.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Holy shit! That was not expected. I didn't expect that to be so powerful. I love that. Those are new mobs. Genies that, like, up the enemy's defense. That is not a more powerful axe, so I'm not taking it. Wizened? What about this Death Guard Bastion? Ooh. Yeah, that'll work. I like that. We might head over to Duke's, but we might also, like, call it a night after the stream. Who knows? It's like 9 already.
Oh.
Like, I literally dedicate Tuesdays to these things.
Yeah, I try to do the same thing myself on Tuesdays when I can.
Crab! Dead crab.
Well, hey, look at that. You're both filling in your streaming quota by being on here right now. Ain't that convenient?
Based.
I love how one of the enemies I saw was just, it was a shark man, but with lobster claws for hands.
No,
That
exactly.
was funny.
Dash it. Okay, so the genie, like, ups enemy defense and stuff. But killing the genies...
Little skeleton just wailing on that core thing. Barely doing anything to it, it looks like. Or barely did anything to it, looked like.
You were saying? Barely did anything to it. My ass!
No, I guess this is because the stream's a little bit behind for me. I saw a single little skeleton just wailing on one of those cores needed to defend.
Yeah.
In the center. And
Yeah.
it was there by itself, just slapping it basically, and it wasn't doing anything to it.
Oh,
It didn't
I
even
saw
pull up
that.
that alarm of the core being attacked. It was just slapping it uselessly. It was before the two little I guess the two little suicide bombers came up to this other one and just blew that one up for a second.
Yeah, baby! Whoa. So I've not seen this map before. This is a brand new map. Now they're hitting us with the new content. I like this. So, defend 2 Eternia crystals, just like last time. I'm probably getting a buttload of XP for getting past that boss, though. The whole premise is you just keep going until you die, and then you, like, reap the reward. But the only way you actually... But the only way you actually die in this run is if the Eternia crystal gets destroyed.
Yeah, I noticed you kept falling off into the abyss on that castle map you were on, and you just spawned back like nothing happened. I don't even think it took away your health or shields or anything. It just sort of just plopped you back up on the playing field and just let you have at it again.
Yeah.
Which is very generous.
All right, let's see what nightmares they've conjured up for me. Oh, the energy boost genies already, huh?
Really exercising that phenomenal cosmic power, huh?
God damn it.
You're not wrong.
Huh. Okay, I guess I can't come here when the sun's out. That's weird. What the hell? Oh, my alarm's going off. It didn't turn off. Okay. Bye, dude.
I gotta remember every single wave to open the chest. That's probably something I wasn't doing. Damn! Yes! Swings faster.
Swing it in, motherfucker. You know, before I wasn't stoked about this game, but now that I've gotten to like play more of it, this game is definitely fun. Like, I'm feeling that roguelike rush I usually get. Despite there's like this unique Eternia crystal gimmick. And I understand why the trek to and from the crystal is so short. This game is encouraging you to go in there and get a mouthful. Get in there and get some of that.
Yeah, like this. Dead. And then the dash is to get around the map quickly. Oh, there's the shark with lobster claws you were talking about.
Yeah, there he is.
He's a bruiser. I think he's meant to F me up. Yeah. Now I'm getting it. One little thing. Defense multiplier. Hell yeah, baby. Probably my best run in this game yet. I'll definitely have to play this again.
Yeah, it seems like you're doing pretty well so far.
Now that I've kind of like gotten what the whole idea is. It's like when I build a battle squire in Dungeon Defenders. Because that's actually something you can do, is like build into like your hero damage and stuff instead of your defenses. Run out into the front line and just start crit hitting enemies. And act as like essentially a brick wall against them. You just charge headlong into them and start hitting them.
Now there's far too many. Shit.
I like this.
Okay, so playing ground, I found these new enemies. They're hit like a truck, but they're slow as hell, and I need their parts.
Oh, you sneaky little bugger, you. Oh boy.
Thinking it, bruh. I wish you'll stop doing that.
I like how that ogre is stuck in the corner. He's not moving. Oh!
He's just sitting there reconsidering his life choices.
And I killed him for it. Never reconsider your life choices. Only honor what you've been given. Sword beam, hell yeah! God, how could I ever stop playing this? Get my hero multiplier. Next map. Ooh, I remember this place. This from DD2. I love this place. There is but one Eternia crystal across a massive map.
Ugh.
Hell yeah, baby. Here we go. Ooh, more 9 lives.
9 lives, oh no.
Yeah, baby. All right. Man, what's there left to talk about?
Free real estate.
Free real estate is good.
Yeah. I swear this place kind of sort of reminds me of a spot in Destiny 2, but I can't remember what. But then again, a lot of things are like this sort of like, oh, dark gray tiles everywhere with green flames. So
Yeah.
I guess it's a common aesthetic for spooky dungeons like this.
Yeah, and all these maps were originally meant for a tower defense game.
Yeah, and I guess this still is a tower defense game, kinda. It's just a different flavor of it, that's all.
Kind of, yeah. Hmm.
It's funny, the way you described how you're starting to really enjoy this game is actually how I felt about Risk of Rain 2. I remember
Ooh.
buying that game because I thought it was... I remember buying the game a while ago because I figured it'd be a fun game to play with friends, and it is. But when I actually sat down to play it myself for the first time, I actually kind of felt the same way you did. I really liked it more than I thought I would. I actually remember going back and doing a few runs by myself just for fun, and I really enjoyed it. I don't play it as much as I used to anymore, but if I was in the mood for it, I wouldn't mind picking it up again at some point and just doing another run for funsies.
Yeah,
I know they've added stuff a lot. I know they've added stuff since the last time I played, so that's something to look forward to.
It is on my shit to stream list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. B. Ah. That exploding shield is awesome. It reminds me of the brilliant behemoth from Risk of Rain 2.
Yeah.
I love explosions. Crowd control is like one of my favorite things in roguelites.
Yeah, I can see why.
You take care of all the tiny grunts and leave only the big guys for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That could be taken out of context really badly. Keep.
Let them do it.
And he wants to fuck the big guy.
Oh shit, fell in the hole. You are a tough boy, huh? Yeah, baby.
That what you've
What
been
I-
waiting for?
What'd I get? Ooh, yeah. Weaker. Not taking that. Doing raw power. Bouncer blockades explode specifically. All right. I hear you. Ooh, I'm finally back at the tavern, am I? What can you do for my equipment, friend? Oh, I have so much to spend.
He's got all the moon.
Yeah, baby.
The fuck up. Okay. Huh? Oh.
Yeah. Nice.
You got the points when you got the bigger weapon.
Ah, that's all spur.
Silent mentioned that Evil Dead will apparently be free Thursday. What are your thoughts on that?
Gimme! Give me!
The Evil Dead game, the video game?
Yeah.
I guess. All it
Okay.
said was Evil Dead will be free Thursday. Didn't really clarify, but
Evil Dead the
I'm
game's
pretty
gonna be
sure
free
about
on
the
Epic Game Store for about a week or on that day. I can't remember.
yeah.
Give me, I want. No.
All right, all that's good. Let's go. The boss. I'm ready. Oh. He's got massive saw blades. Out for those big old saw blades.
So do you become the grand champion after beating this guy or what?
I suppose. Okay, gotta watch out for that saw blade. That's deadly.
Here, back.
Hey, you guys see the new DLC for Sonic Frontiers yet?
There's a DLC for it already?
A free one. It's Monster Hunter armor for Sonic.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Because they had a Sonic crossover in Monster Hunter Rise. There was like a side quest for collecting rings with Sonic music in the background. So I guess this is the biggest way of doing it with a collab with Capcom.
He destructing? Oh yeah, he's self-destructing.
You gotta go boom.
Oh, that's stretching. Oh. Okay, so dying against the boss, I'm guessing, is guaranteed death. Yep. So I didn't realize when he does that self-destruct thing, you have to kill him before that counter counts down. Because that explosion is guaranteed death.
One of those bosses.
I thought it was just an attack, and I had to avoid it. And it's not. It is a timer to defeat him.
Yeah, I remember Final Fantasy 14 does that a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's mostly just a race against the clock of how
I
fast you
need-
can kill something.
I need to reinstall that again because now it's like free. I had it when it was free for a month, but now they apparently have it open now. For the
Oh, Final
DLC.
Fantasy 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is that I guess if you don't have an account already, the free trial quote unquote is you can play the entirety of the base game and the first DLC. And there's no time limit either. You can just do it. But if you want to go past that, or if you want to interact more with players, or I think trade on the marketplace too, that's another thing they don't let you do. If you want to actually get access to the full game and not just the story, you would have to start paying for that sub. And you can't go back either. Like, once you pay for the sub, you're locked in.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me, because I figured... I figured they would have had it to where, even if you're not paying for the sub, you could at least play the free content on your account, but it doesn't work like that, sadly.
Oh. Yes, I do have an account. I played it back when it was like free for a month, so I just have the game installed because I wasn't playing anymore. Because I don't want to...
Yeah, that's fair. And here's the... Actually, you want to know the weirdest thing the biggest thing I don't like about Final Fantasy XIV?
Would it?
If you're not subscribed, they don't even let you update your files. You can't just log in and have the game update unless you're subscribed already. Which is annoying for me, because I don't have the best internet, and sometimes it takes a while to download updates, and that cuts into my subscription time. Which is kind of a big thing for a subscription-based video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like that very much, but... I'm not really playing it right now, so... whatever. I mean, it's a good game and all. I like it a lot, but I'm just not in the mood to play it.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, this was a really fun stream. Heaven knows I enjoyed myself. Like...
Yeah, I'm glad I popped in.
Yeah, Dungeon Defenders going rogue, not too bad, honestly. I think people, like... most of why people are mad at it is because Chromatic's still supposed to be working on Awakened. Because, like, it needs, like, a lot of bug fixes and stuff. To be, like, the level of quality Dungeon Defenders 2 was. Like, DD2 feels more like a complete experience when it comes to Dungeon Defenders. And they're still working on, like, Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Then they came out with Dungeon Defenders going rogue to try their hands at like a Dungeon Defenders style roguelike. And this definitely succeeds as a roguelike. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a bit of fun.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it's not a super expensive game. Chromatic actually sells their games pretty cheap compared to like other companies.
Yeah.
And
What
Dungeon
center am I on? I do not remember. I do not remember, honestly.
And Dungeon Defenders 2, if you want to play that, is absolutely free. It just has in-game microtransactions for like skins and stuff.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. And I think one big thing I'll do is share the love a bit. So, Stank Fox, I did a Power Wash stream with them on Saturday. It was a good stream. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, I caught some of it while I was doing some tax homework. Reason.
Yeah, so to chat, please go and subscribe to Stank Fox. Get them to their first 100. That'd be great. First 100 subs. They would be ecstatic to hear that. And of course, gotta pull it up here.
Yeah.
I don't have this stuff pre-prepared.
Whoever does.
Professionalism, what's that?
Professionalism is cringe.
Remember to go and check out Stank Fox's newest music album, Gashapon. It's got a huge assortment of songs on Bandcamp. And hey, if you like the music, feel free to buy it. In the description, for those of you looking to be content creators, Ricky personally has wrote, "These tracks are safe for stream and video use and may be used by streamers, video creators, animators, etc." So if you like any of Stank Fox's music, feel free to use their music. Credit them in your description with the @StankFox handle. Because now you don't even have to link to channels. All YouTube channels have a handle. And when you mention those handles in the description of your video, that creator will get a bell notification. Another nice little feature here on YouTube now.
Well, maybe I'll look it up.
Sounds
The
very
soundtrack
convenient.
because I'm looking for more background tracks for my shit, so you never know.
Beautiful,
Maybe I'll do it myself.
beautiful,
Ooh.
beautiful albums. More to come. More to come. Ricky is always making music, always having fun little ideas, making new albums and stuff. They sell their albums super cheap. Like $10. $10 for, my God, so many songs. Only a $10 album. That's a steal, folks. So if you want to support the music maker, please do. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And of course, go and subscribe to Project 88.
Hi.
More than
Subscribe to me.
he was more than willing to join me on this hellish stream.
Willing. I just raided. I just popped in. You didn't invite me. I showed up because you didn't invite me to anything because you're a doo-doo head.
You're right. You're right, though.
I'm always willing to turn out to stream when I'm available. Because my work hours are shit.
Remember, the way that this video or this stream gets out to more people who enjoy and love roguelikes and dungeon defenders is engagement. So, it's okay. If you miss the stream, you can still write a nice little comment down in the comment section. It's only a 2-hour VOD. You can sit there and listen to our fun little conversation. Or if you're bored, you can just watch me play this game. It's great. Maybe it'll entice you to buy it yourself and support Chromatic Games so that they make more Dungeon Defenders games in the future. Como, I don't think, makes content. He's just here for the lulz.
Yeah.
He's a
I
beautiful...
mean, I do have a channel and stuff, but I don't do anything with it.
He's
I can still like
piggybacking
it,
off
though,
of our
but-
success. That's all he does.
He's a beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful boy.
I just do things.
He does things to do them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a force of nature.
Yes.
I just
Hey,
want
calling it a day.
I just want to point out this smiley face with a realistic mouth was his idea.
And I still
yeah,
fucking hate it.
Yeah, I put this together in. I think it was the day you did your first. It was right before you did your very first Cult of the Lamb video.
And
you were saying I needed to have some kind of PNG tuber.
I-
So I just fired up GIMP and immediately just I made the first image, which is just the smiley face. I put that there because I thought that would be enough, but then it might have been you or somebody else. Somebody mentioned that I need to also have a second frame of my character talking. So and so I just went online, looked up a picture of someone's mouth being opened. I slapped it on, and that's how a beautiful baby boy was born. Actually, funnily enough, Ricky had... I guess Ricky wanted to help, but it was very nice of him that he did this. I actually still have that saved. But he slightly adjusted my thing, my little boy here, to have cat ears to match the Discord icon I had at the time. And I still have that saved, and I also gave that the same treatment as well, where I had a cat screaming "ma" plastered over it as a talking sprite if I ever use it. Maybe I could use it for Halloween next year or something, if I ever join like a stream or something. So thank you for that, Ricky. But yeah, that's the origin story of my beautiful floating ball.
I still fucking hate it with a passion.
Everyone does it first, but they come around in the end.
That's the end of the stream, everybody. I'll go ahead and play y'all out. I'm really glad all you guys came. Project Komodo, if you stick around, we'll just hang out post stream.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone for coming to my stream. Thank you. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day just to come and watch me play this. I'm glad that there are still people that watch my content, and you know, it just thank you, honestly. Goodbye.